Welcome back, my name is Hype Up Gaming and this is my video on what we should expect from the Project Q PlayStation Handheld. Now let's get started. So during the PlayStation showcase it was announced that we would be getting a third generation PlayStation Handheld. So what should we expect and what do we know so far? Well, obviously, we know what it will look like. Personally, I think the design is a bit lazy. It's just a DualSense controller cut in half, which isn't actually that bad. It means we know it will be relatively comfy to hold and the adaptive triggers and haptic feedback probably won't be affected. We also know that this new handheld will have an 8-inch LCD screen supporting 1080p with up to 60 frames per second. Sadly, we know from leaks that this device is only going to have 3 to 4 hours of battery life. This isn't great when its competitors like the Switch and Steam Deck both have around 10 hours of battery life. One other bad thing is that from the size of the screen comes another problem, is this device might be too heavy to hold in your hand for a longer period of time. This could go either way though. A lot of hate towards this handheld stems from how it is a remote play device, unlike the PSP and PS Vita, which were their own separate handheld consoles. Now, I cannot stress this enough, remote play isn't actually that bad. I would rather have it as its own console, but if they stay with remote play, then it's okay. I use remote play with my Backbone 1 controller PlayStation edition and I don't actually have to stay in my home, I just have to have a good internet connection. It might take more than 1 minute to connect to your PS5 and the latency isn't going to be great, but I don't think people are playing hardcore first person shooters on their handhelds. If Sony wanted the Project Q PS5 handheld to be connected to the PS5 in some way, they should have done it like how you can have two different PS5 consoles connected. This works by one updating each other, so any progress you make in a game is then saved and sent to the physical PS5 console when you reach Wi-Fi. This would work as when returning from a trip, it would save once you got back on your home's Wi-Fi. And if you wanted to just buy the handheld, then you could buy it on its own without already having to own a PS5. Now the price could be anything, it could be super expensive or at a reasonable price. For all the different features it provides and the fact that it uses remote play, I think it will be around £120 to £160. But knowing Sony, it will be much more than that. With all that wrapped up, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to give the video a like, and if you like the content you see, then consider subscribing. And if you made it to the end of the video, then leave something you would like to see for the PlayStation handheld in the comments.